everyone is watching this video. Hope you're having a great day. Hope everything in your life is going well, you and your family members. All right. As you can see, I'm in my own truck now. I've been blessed. You know, the company has been treating me well. I've been on my own for about, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a week. Probably had about like 4 loads. Pretty cool. Did a lot of traveling in this, I guess, 6 weeks. You know, I had like 5 weeks of training with Mr. P, and then I did it on my own right now. I'm out here in, I think I'm in North Dakota, Post Falls, Love, doing a little bit of a reset. I haven't made a video in a while, maybe about 4 weeks or so. So I figured I would make one. Share my experience of how things are going, and you know, I don't have any expectations. You know, I'm having fun. You know, maybe a little name for myself, Mr.Boogie. You know, trucking with Boogie. Like to laugh and keep myself entertained, I guess. It's a beautiful morning out here, but I got to tell you, I don't know if you ever been out here to like North Dakota or Washington. What is it? The northern western states, closer to Canada, I believe. It's cold out here. It's cold. You know, I guess they didn't get the memo. It's springtime. Because if you're dropping down to like 30. On my way up here, it was like 19, 20 degrees. A lot of mountains, a lot of 6%, you know, maximum grades, runaway ramps. It's been a fun drive. You know, like I said, I've been blessed. You know, the company blessed me with a 2022 Volvo. It's pretty equipped, you know, got the TV, you know, I got a microwave, refrigerator, a nice sound system. Keep the boogeyman happy while I'm driving. You know, got to listen to a little bit of good music or something while I'm entertaining myself on these long drives. My last drive I just took now it was about 1,300 miles. I was percentage. I went ahead and changed that to CPM. I felt that CPM would offer me a little bit more leverage and understanding of the company. You know, riding with my trainer, and it was cool. We did some good runs. I mean, we ran hard. We really did. And he was percentage. And I like to drive at night. I like to get a lot of my driving at night. You know, the roads are dark, a little bit, lot different than driving at day, because you don't want to make a turn into the wrong section. You can't get out of there. You're driving this big truck here. Well, so going CPM, I figured would give me a little bit more time to understand my routes. You know, not the pressure of just, you know, get a lump of something money, or, you know, the percentages change and worry about that. I wanted to take less stress from myself and then get a better understanding of the field. I want to be a student of the game. The money, yes, I'm out here to make money. You know, I'm out here to take care of my family. So that's at a high priority. But basically, the company has been real cool, real reasonable with me. They communicate with me constantly. The dispatchers, you know, they try to keep you running. They try to keep the freight moving. You know, I suppose I think I'm regional. I believe I'm regional. You know, so like I said, this is my first week. I don't really have too much of a understanding or taste of what regional really means. I got a kind of a gist of it, you know, but being in North Dakota, I don't think that's regional when I'm from the Northeast. But hey, it's an experience, and I'm glad to have the experience. I mean, I get a lot of mountain driving over here, so I get a lot of time to play with this Jake brake and get an understanding what it feels like going down the mountain when you got 77,000 pounds with you. And you can feel it when you go. There's a lot of curves, a lot of curves. Oh my Lord, curves and construction, tight areas. Woo, man! If you never did it before, I don't know if you want to just jump into it with that, but it depends on what company you pick, I guess. I picked a company that, that's what it is. So, I'm going through it. But it's fun. It's fun. It's energetic. It teaches you more responsibility and pay attention to details. That's what you really want to do, because when you're driving one of these trucks, I don't know who's watching this video, or who's watched it, or who's going to watch it. The details are so important, and that's why I'm going Cpm, so I have more time to work on watching my details. I had a little pickle. Well, I like to call it sour pickle. When I was driving, my check engine light came on, and I was like, "What? This is a 22. What's going on?" So I called my coach. He said, "Call dispatch. See what's going on with dispatch." So I called dispatch. They told me, they take the diagnostics from the truck and see everything. They said they have no readings over there. So I was like, okay, all right. But I check my oil like every other day, in the pre-trip. I don't think you need to check it every day. But I have been hitting a lot of hills. I mean a lot. And when you hit those hills, the thing with Halvor line, trucks, they're governed at 65. So even if you put it on auto cruise, you hitting these hills, that hill will slow you down to approximately 45. You dropping down 45 quick, even if you're 65 miles per hour. That's how much of a grade it is. And so when you go up this hill, you got to hit your hazards, and some trucks are just shooting past me. Shoot. And I'm like, man, these got to be owner operators, because they have no governor. So I don't know. I think the governor would make the truck, go faster or slower up the hill. I'm not for sure. If I'm wrong, please put in the comment. Teach me a little something. I'm willing to learn all the time. But when you get at the top of the hill, it's like a roller coaster. The truck starts to pick up real quick. So that's that detail you want to pay attention to. You got to hit that low gear. You got to be ready. As soon as you get to the top of the hill, you got to be ready to pull that. Because if you don't, 70 will kick up on you like that. And when you're over here like, North Dakota and Montana, you're not just going down a hill, you're going down a hill with that turn, another turn, another turn, another turn. It's like a sequence of curves, just coming. Now, can you imagine hitting this sequence of curves and at night? You got to have your brights on. And, because the lights are great. They got these LED lights, fantastic. But you're coming so fast. And what I've experienced in this time, that coming up here from where I came from was Wisconsin, Minnesota. I came into a snowstorm, and I'm like, and the snow is coming at me. It's coming. It slowed me down real quick. I took off the cruise control, started manually driving the truck, and that snow coming at me, it looks like flame. It looks like little red dots, and it's at night now, because I don't know if it's because of LEDs and the white snow and the combination, but it looks like white dots coming at me, and it goes into a whiteout real quick. Now that's something to think about if you never did it before. If you've never been through it, you'd be like, whoa, what's this? What's going on? So the best thing to do is slow the truck down and then go at a reasonable speed. Now, when you're doing percentages, you're trying to get as many loads as you can in a week. And when I learned with my coach, we was getting about 2 to 3 loads a week. Okay. Now, some loads don't pay that well. Like, depends on what location you're going to. Well, I didn't want to have to go through that. I didn't want to have to be pushing that hard. I'm already a hard driver. I mean, my coach did a really good job of teaching me to be that way, bringing that to the table, and I appreciate it. So, because he taught me the ins and outs of understanding why you want to run hard. So I took that off the table. And the best thing about being CPM and cent per mile, percentages with Halvor line is that Halvor line allows you to change it every quarter. So you can try it and then change it the next quarter and try it again. Try percentages. But also keep in mind, if you try percentages, you may catch it when the rates are low. So it's been a great experience. I'm gonna try to do more videos and share the stories of what it's like being out here. But it's interesting, and it definitely keeps you busy. I did a lot of tarp. I just tarp my own load, did secure the load. I did a tarp and strap. That took me about 2 hours to do it, and it was my first load doing by myself. So I was like, man, I got to make sure I over secure this, and I did. I did a really good job. The load managed with no shift, anything like that. I got the load to the destination. I felt real good, real comfortable. I picked up some other loads. I feel really real good. Pretty backed into some tight spots. I had to go into one area that it was really, really, really tight. I'm talking about so tight where that one move of the hair of the steering wheel, I could have took out somebody's vehicle. So I had no pressure on me. I knew I was getting paid for the mileage. I was able to take my time, look in the mirrors, make my adjustments, watch my tandems, make sure you do your counter steers. There's a lot of things that you really want to take heed to. So all my fellow drivers out there, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for what you do out here, because I tell you, driving a semi, it's a sacrifice. I mean, anybody can sit at a desk, make a lot of money, but remember something. For all you guys that sit out at desk and you make a lot of money and you go home at night, if it wasn't for these truckers doing CPM or percentages, working hard, grinding it out, you wouldn't have none of the things you got. So these guys are out here, man, and they sacrifice their lives. So when you see one of these guys, one of these gentlemen or ladies, excuse me, I'm not excluding you. I respect you as well. You women you're amazing. I've met women flatbed drivers, and it's amazing. Flatbed is really tough in the wintertime. It can be tough in the rain. I've done some securement in the rain too. Untarping in the rain and tarping. It's a work. But show them a little love, Don't cut in front of them. Because people be cutting in front of them. And I mean, they be cutting in front of myself. And I'd be like, why you want to do that? I can't slow down like you. And I've seen people talk this way on videos. Until you actually experience it and be behind the wheel of one of these big babies. Oh, by the way, my big baby's called Big Sue. Love her. She's all black and yellow. She's a gorgeous vehicle. And I thank you. You know who you are. Miss D, you know who you are. I thank you. Because she hooked me up. And I can tell you this much. Just, please, try not to cut in front of them. Give them a little space and room, because they don't stop at the same speed you do. They really don't. And it can be very dangerous for you and for that driver. I believe that driver want to make it home at night just like you do. So please, I'm going to try, like I said before, I'm going to try to share some stories with everybody. I'm not going to make any promises that I'm going to be on every week, because I have a good time enjoying driving this truck and doing me. And I want to enlighten many people as I can to what trucking is like from my perspective as a spiritual man, and share their energy. And I do want to keep my integrity, because I want to make sure when people meet me or talk to myself that they understand that I'm all about safety. I want to see you get home, and I want to get home with my family too. Well, Thank you for your time. Peace and love to you. To all my brothers and sisters, namaste. My Muslim brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you. Love yourself and be kind to others. Take care out there.